Hello, this is John Fowl, a nice arrow in my arm here, and this is our base race video. So this is the build video. I have spent a little time making a floating build. So after the race was over, we had this chest. We had all these blocks. And let's see, the first 9 blocks we are allowed to use on an unlimited basis. So had a lot of white, light colored blocks, plus cobblestone and dirt, which are basic things, and the coal black, coal block. And then we had to use exactly this number of blocks within our build. So I've made some progress, not completely finished, but I thought I would do a video here. So with the theme of floating, meaning not attached to any solid blocks, I was thinking of, doing a castle in the sky or a hot air balloon type thing or something, but in kind of real life, one of my hobbies and passions is sailing. So I spend a lot of time in sailboats and doing a lot of sailboat racing. Let's get rid of this little guy here. Snuck up on me there. So I had never really tried to make a boat in Minecraft, and I figured what better time than the present. So I'm going to head over here to where the block cache was, and I'll show you where my boat is. You can start seeing the top of the boat coming into view over the trees there. So the quartz block and diorite blocks especially inspired me to do something more on the modern side. So this is kind of more of a, let's go ahead and pile up here. Don't really want to deal with the zombies. More of a modern style sailboat, more of a racing boat. I do a little bit of offshore sailing. So the hull is made of quartz. You can see, I hope, underneath there the keel. The lead on the bottom of the keel I made out of the coal blocks. Some of the decking made out of the polished andesite, and the lapis along the rails where the non-skid would normally be. The sails made out of primarily quartz, but I did use the redstone blocks and the magenta wool, which for those of you who watched my race videos was one of the more frustrating blocks to use. Come take a look at it from over here. Wow, lots of mobs out today. Sorry about the lag here, but get rid of this guy. Okay. We have a little channel marker here as well where we're sailing in. So you can see I tried to use some of the blocks to provide a little lighting, provide a good bowsprit. I use the iron blocks. It's really hard to make good rope line, as we would say in the sailing world, in Minecraft. So pretty much I left like the running rigging and the standing rigging up to your imagination. But I use these iron blocks in the places where the standing rigging would normally be attached to, which is the rigging that holds the mast up and keeps the boat together, so it needs some strength. I think you can see under the water here the keel and the rudder. That's what steers the boat. I put a little lighting down there so it'll be a little easier to see. And then I use the the leaves here as kind of like the wake. So when a boat moves through the water, there's turbulence and spray that comes up behind it. Oh, I'm having huge frame rate issues here. Don't really know why. But hopefully it won't be too bad in the video. And then I use the banners, as you can see, as kind of decorative on the back of the boat here. Let me try something here. Let me options, video, settings. Bring this down even more. I don't know why my frame rates are so bad. It really shouldn't be that much, but let's go ahead and get on the boat here. So this is where the crew would work all the sails. So I used levers here as cleats, some buttons as decoration. This would be the tiller, connects down to the rudder post and steers the boat. Little well here. Normally behind the driver back here there'd be an instrument panel or controls, so I use the bookcases to kind of represent those controls. I think in Minecraft you have to not look too much at the detail, but take a big picture view of it. I use the diorite blocks in the corners of the sails where the grommets and the stronger sailcloth would be. And then this is called a spinnaker, the big sail that's out in front. Generally, in racing boats, they might be colored. So that's where I use the magenta wool and the little red for the sail patches there. At the top of the mast, the instruments and the banner, wind indicator. The hardest thing I think is, with sailboats is the kind of organic shape. So the boom that comes out this way, now normally a sail would be a nice even curve, but kind of hard to get that here. And this would be the spinnaker pole that holds the spinnaker out over the boat. So you can see how I made that, trying to get somewhat of an organic shape into play. The goal block to represent the cleat at the front of the boat, and the glass panes dyed light gray as the lifelines. Let's go ahead over here and I'll give you a little different view of this. Again, I apologize for the frame rate issues. To see what is up with that. Get a little different view from over here. So I think from the side it looks okay, a little stubbier than I'd want it to, but a nice overhang in the back. And if you don't look too close, it doesn't. It reminds me, at least, it gives me the feel of my of what a good offshore racing boat would look like. And from this side, and that looks pretty cool. So I really want to thank Ed Case for this challenge, and hope you like my video here and my build. It's probably not appropriate for using as a base of any sort, although it does have the crafting tables and a little chest at least. But it was something that I've really never taken the time to do a build like this in Minecraft. And I appreciated the opportunity, and the floating challenge for me not to make a boat would go against my nature. My family and friends would tell you that I basically spend most of my time sailing, doing a combination of small boat and offshore sailing. So a lot more time for Minecraft in the winter, but come summer we'll be off, hopefully in a boat much like this, off in the Atlantic Ocean. Thanks for watching, and leave any comments and suggestions. I can probably keep working on this a little bit, but I appreciate it, and looking forward to next month's Base Race Challenge. Bye for now.